Absolum is like Dragon's Crown, except you don't have to alt-tab whenever someone comes into your room. 2D hand-drawn beat-em-up RPGs have got to be one of my favourite genders, so Absolum was an immediate day one purchase. The other couple dozen games in my backlog proceeded to look at me like this, but most of them have been there for years, surely they can wait a few more. I wasn't paid to talk about this game, in fact this video will probably get dogshit views. Regardless, look at how gorgeous it is. Absolum is one of the few games that actually looks like its cinematic trailer. The art style feels very western comic book with sharp outlines and dark colours and stuff. I don't know. I'm not an artist, I have no idea what I'm talking about. If you're wondering what that blurry filter across your screen is, it's not YouTube compression, it's an artistic choice on the game's part, and like, I get what they were going for, it gives off 80s and 90s cartoon vibes, but you can go into settings and turn it off. Your eyes will thank you. When you start playing, the first thing you'll notice is that the soundtrack is fire. Some real big names like Mick Gordon and Yuka Kitamura were involved, but Gareth Coker did most of the work. If you turn off the in-game music to have your own playlist going in the background instead, it's safe to assume that you evade taxes and eat babies. I mean, what else are you gonna be listening to while playing? Your ultra-masculine white girl playlist? Okay, never mind, this actually works. The second thing you'll notice is that the gameplay is really neat. Since Absolum is a roguelite, you start off with fuck all, which really threw me off at first, but as you unlock more abilities for each character, it opens up a bit. I've always bounced off of roguelites, so it was really surprising to find that I could tolerate it in Absolum. At first, I wasn't too impressed, and the combat system carried my interest through the early stages, but after unlocking more rituals, you can make some really insane builds that'll spike your dopamine levels. Gonna be real, I have no clue what's going on in the lore. I tried really hard, okay? I listened to the dialogue and learnt that my mum was cursed with endless pregnancies, so she can't give birth. Also, we're wizards who are a racial minority and not a big fan of the government. Now this is Gandra, and let me get one thing straight. I'm not. I used to be a prostitute who then realised she's really good at killing people. I think. That's incredibly based if true, but I'm genuinely not sure. Can someone please clarify? Look, I'm trying with the lore, okay, but it's told in bits and pieces, so I keep forgetting things I heard like 10 hours ago and getting confused. As you can see, Gandra has a big sword, so you're probably like, oh yeah, she like hits people with it and shit, right? Well, no, she only swings her sword once every 5 business days. The other 4 business days, she's throwing hands, picking up people and slamming them into the ground. She's literally just a girl.
I love women!
When she does swing her sword, it's to use her skill, which is a single slash, but it can be upgraded to 3 slashes if you're lucky. There's also this stuff called Arcane. It's a skill you have to charge up with mana. She uses her sword for that too. Since this game has co-op, I took my introverted ass over to matchmaking and started playing with whoever Aurorin was. There are no chat features, so communication consists solely of walking back and forth rapidly, jumping in place, and morbid hand gestures. Everything seemed normal at first, but I quickly realised from the level layout that Aurorin hadn't progressed as far into the game as I did. This meant I was their senpai. You must be wondering what that orgasmic sound you're hearing is, and that's a clash. If you time your skill or arcane ability as an enemy attacks, it parries and offsets them. When possible, I like to get the explosion buff for my clashes so I can do this. We ended up fighting the boss Rudolph on this run. Unfortunately, my homie's health was practically non-existent, so I channeled my inner gamer demons, all to ensure Aurorin didn't die. Aurorin tops up their health a bit, then it's on to the Underking, most famous for having his boss theme composed by Mick Gordon. If the Underking's boss theme goes this hard, then surely the fight is just as hard. The Underking starts targeting Orin, so I give him the old fist up the arse, bit of a stylish spin for the slow-mo finisher, and we're good to go. During runs, Absolum lets you branch off on different paths. Sometimes you'll have a quest in a certain area, but it also helps keeping things fresh. I let Orin pick a location just in case they had a quest somewhere, and they took us to super fucked up undead island of non-consensual anal fisting. We did not have a good time. Once you progress far enough into the game, you're given 3 lives per run. Orin ended up losing one of theirs here, and then the Taco Bell logo fucking flattened me. I ended up prioritizing time and fire abilities during the run, which had me spawning echoes of myself every time I used my arcane skill. The next major boss was the Silver Queen, and she's a bit like the Wraith from Dragon's Crown. You have to dispel an invincibility mechanic over and over again while she summons 3 billion skeletons that want to touch you all over. Really annoying in general, so I nuked her with my ult. What sucked most, however, is that we both lost our second lives this fight, leaving us with only 1. Once the queen was down, we now have to beat the final level and boss without dying at all. Orin died, so I exploded these guys with my clash buff before rezzing them, but we had basically no resources left. We'd have to lock in.
Many came thus far.
Unsurprisingly, he has a second phase, but it was honestly easier than his first. The problem was that we were barely hanging on. I put in some good damage but ultimately died. If Orin can res me, I'd have enough health left to— okay, never mind. Orin and I said our farewells, going back to single player mode. Even though I've already beaten the final boss myself on my own save, that didn't mean I was done, because there was a secret post-game enemy called Absolum, yes I know, that I'd yet to kill, and this time I wouldn't fail. Alright, let's put a pin in that for now. Hey, look at these 3 other characters I haven't tried yet. I've literally spent the past 19 hours playing only Gandra. Let's go with Brom because he is a frog wizard. He's surprisingly melee focused for a mage, and it took a little while to get used to his skill. However, his burst damage is kinda nutty. You can get inspirations that double the cost of your arcane, but triple its damage. Then you can also get one that lets you charge up your arcane to make it stronger. This lets you absolutely shred some bosses as long as they don't have excessive invincibility phases like the Silver Queen. Even though this was my first time using Brom, I still managed to beat Azra, but died to Absolum again right after. That's alright, we can try Outsider next.
I am the danger now.
I am the danger.
They're the fast multi-hit rogue archetype with gap closes that let them pull off extensive aerial combos. Honestly, I was not vibing with them at first. We'll go back to them later on to see if they click for me down the line. Alright, it's the dwarf guy, Carl. If you've watched my Dragon's Crown videos, you know that dwarf is one of my favorite characters. Let's see if Carl can live up to his predecessor. Immediately, his basic attacks were more of my vibe. They're pretty similar to Galandra's, but a bit slower with more of an emphasis on knockdown and stagger. I even unlocked an inspiration that gave him the exact same grab attack as Dragon's Crown's dwarf. Then I paired that with another inspo where you can slam enemies you're holding into the ground. While Dragon's Crown's dwarf is more melee orientated with a few explosives for war crime purposes, Carl makes use of the Second Amendment, with his grenade shot actually being really strong. Once I was done playing with Carl, I returned to Gandra for the warm, familiar comfort of her moveset. My toxic character trait is that the first run of the day will always be my best one, which makes roguelite somewhat incompatible with me. Don't know why this happens. Maybe restarting from the beginning, especially if I nearly won, just pisses me off and I subconsciously throw all subsequent runs. That was the weird thing about my experience with Absolum. It was really frustrating not feeling like I was good at the game. Not because beating it was something I thought I was entitled to, but because I cared about getting better. As much as I love 2D beat 'em ups, they've never been my strong suit. However, if I can get all the achievements in Absolum, I'll be one step closer to overcoming this weakness. And to do that, I'll have to finally defeat the secret boss.
my journey continue through time?
Thank you, Safari. Oh my god. Try me. Oh my god. There you go. Oh, wait, he died? Revenge Claw actually came in clutch. No! Oh, you... No! Oh my god, that was so much damage. I did it. Oh, yes. Absolum had been defeated, so that means everything's done, right? Well, no. As I said earlier, I'd be getting all the achievements. Most of them have been checked off already just by playing the game normally, but there were a number of side quests I yet to complete with achievements tied to them. One was just petting all 4 mount types in the game, which I forgot to do earlier. For Gandra, she had to challenge her old master in a duel. Now, I'm going to play the clip as is for a little while because I want you to witness the exact moment I fucking snapped while fighting this guy. Despite the outcome, there's no denying that bro aura farmed the fuck out of me. He really hit me with a mad, check this swag. Even though I beat him, it sure doesn't feel like I won. The best quest in the game has got to be Carl's Mpreg arc. By using a Dracoraptor to open this door, you can fight a dragon boss. I smacked him for ages, but his health barely moved. At the time, I thought he was just really tanky, until he suddenly died. Basically, the health bar wasn't actually tracking the damage taken properly. Carl then uses the forge to create a bunch of dwarf babies.
I can hardly wait. I'm already so proud.
It seems like every good fantasy RPG these days needs an atmospheric bard solo, and Absolum is no exception.
I heard children screaming, I heard the bells ringing. There was a great din and all, everything scrambled. It's all gone downhill, but I'm here for the thrill. The dead can dance till the dawn, now the living are gone. Yell grim, city of reliving. You lived like a sinner, you'll die like a king. Yell grim, city of reliving. You lived like a sinner, you'll die like a
That was honestly really nice. I'll try to pay more attention to the lore from now on. There's an achievement for killing Azra with every character, which I've already completed for Gandra and Brom. There is a noticeable lack of skill whenever I use someone who isn't Gandra. That's to be expected when you've played nothing but one specific character for about 90% of your total playtime. That being said, something about Carl recently clicked for me. The build I created for him this run was really good. I picked Grenade Shot, got the inspo that lets you charge your shots, add additional effects to your arcane, reload your mana by pressing Y, which is broken, trinkets to boost impact damage, a ritual that creates echoes when I use my arcane, and all of that together created a build that went something like this. Azra got completely bodied, and it's hard to believe I was struggling at all beforehand. There was just one last achievement for Carl, which was throwing 3 enemies into a hole at once. During this raft section in the early game, you can complete it pretty easily. After that, I went on to take on the Interloper, which is yet another secret boss. As the second phase starts, the dimension door closing decapitates it, which was metal as fuck. At this point, I was beginning to think that Absolum might be one of my favorite games of all time. With only 3 achievements left, 2 of which being related to Cider, it's time to see if I can finally figure this character out. Using a chain lightning build paired with their fast attacks is really busted, although I hadn't really figured out their aerial combos to be honest. Lightning is easily one of the most broken elements in the game, as it's essentially the do stuff and everything dies ability. You can get rituals that make it so your basic attack and skills create static charge, and once that reaches 100%, it bounces lightning throughout the whole room. This absolutely demolishes an AoE in single target situations, as well as burns through enemy armor. If you're struggling with the game, strongly recommend giving lightning a go. Cider absolutely murked Azra, so there was only 1 achievement left to get with them. Stay airborne for 15 seconds. I could not do this at all in actual combat, but then I got an idea. It doesn't say you have to be in combat. I can't believe that actually worked. While I understand this character much better compared to before, there's definitely a lot more to learn about them. Now, onto the final achievement. Defeat Azra without resting at a haven or a hearthroot. This sounded impossible to me just a few hours ago, but I am not the same person I was a few hours ago. With 30 hours under my belt, most of them being with Gandra, I was confident in my skill. It was time to take everything I've learnt for one big grand finale of a run. Why is it that whenever you parry an enemy's water attack it turns into piss? That's now every achievement in Absolum unlocked. As is tradition, whenever I get all achievements in a game, I change the Steam banner to fan art of my favourite Uma Musume characters passionately kissing. That way, whenever I'm scrolling through my Steam library, I can tell at a glance which games I do and don't have all the achievements for. Of course, it wouldn't do for me to not credit the artist. You can check them out here. Alright, we're gonna play Smash or Pass. If you want to smash, you give a thumbs up with the emote, or you give a thumbs down if you're passing.
Contestant number 1, come on through.
Contestant number 1, Gardevoir. Alright, here's number 2, Hestia.
I mean, I love Hestia, I love her and all, but I have a different goddess I would smash. Hello? What? Hi!
That was the wrong answer, bucko.
I don't think this dragon was happy I declined Hestia.
You insulted his waifu.
I'm sorry, there's just a better goddess. Oh no! Oh no, I'm still alive. Okay, I'm good.
Whoa, I just got fucking pelted.
Let's go! Holy shit, I'm alive!
Barely.
Okay, I was not expecting Big Boy to come in. Here I am playing Smash Pass, and the dragon's like, no, always Smash, bitch. Again, there's just a better goddess for me. I'm sorry.
Who's the better goddess?
Hephaestus.
I'll have to look up who she is after this. Oh shit, I was about to say watch out.
You told me, damn!
Alright, there's a boss fight coming up. Basically, use the bugs to hit the boss, and it doesn't drain the bug's stamina. But the little ads, like the mobs that are spawned, it does drain it. So just try to avoid the mobs and focus on the boss.
So it doesn't use stamina on the boss.
Yeah, not on the boss, but on everything else it does.
That is stupid. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I think it's a bug.
It has to be.
It's something I discovered on accident. Yeah, they probably won't last the whole fight, but the boss will be really low. Wait, I think you've got this. Oh!
Oh, it attacked faster than I thought. Holy shit. You got Goth Mommy mode? Hell yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, this is rough.
What do you mean all captains?
Yeah, big run. Just run past everything. It's alright, you'll spawn next.
Yeah, I'll get thrown back into the playable area.
Just focus on staying alive.
Oh,
Oh my
we
god.
did it!
That was insane. That, like, we shouldn't have won that.
We should not have. Oh no, oh.
Oh, there it is. Our dogs are Frenching.
Oh no! Oh shit! Oh, I'm okay.
He deflected your projectiles. Oh, nice! Okay, watch out for this one. Alright, I tried to finish him quickly because wave landing's really bad.
There's gotta be a second phase to this, right?
Yeah, there is. That's why I didn't use my ult. Okay, he's not gonna just let me revive you.
We're fine. We're okay. We're not okay.
Oof.
We're okay.
Because I didn't want my viewers thinking I couldn't interact with women, I reached out to popular YouTuber and friend Morgana Evelyn. She'd been playing a lot of Absolum recently, but had far less hours than me. I wouldn't squander this opportunity to show off my gamer skills. You lucky bastard, you got the fucking Arcane Echo, oh.
I have not even used it. Oh my god, 50 MS feels like, you know how Goku goes to another planet to train?
Oh my god, our ping is so low. I've been playing with my American friends and it's like at least 250. But I play mostly single player. Have you been in Absolum yet? Like the... Oh, no you haven't.
No, I just unlocked him. Triple damage or fucking more mana.
It depends. If you want to spam, go with Battle Rage. But if you like big number burst damage, then Arcana Overload.
Monkey brain.
Oh boy, I have to kill the black chicken specifically because he's different.
Oh my god, racism. The black chicken gives you health.
Yeah, the black chicken gives you health and money.
How'd you even figure that out? You just profiled the chicken and beat it until it died.
Well, I killed all of them and I realized, oh, only the black one's taking damage.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, Brom is burst damage king.
Holy shit, the damage you're putting.
You'll get it back from the Hearthroot, so I always just ult here anyway.
Okay, I was actually filthy.
Oh, that's nasty.
It's wild that my aura can do the drill as well.
Yeah, that's what makes the echoes so good. They copy whatever's related to your skill or arcana, or even your finisher.
Although it's making it hard to see anything.
Yeah, I can't see, I'm just YOLOing.
This is grotty. Actual full-on gremlin build.
I don't think so. Okay, now we just need to do a second phase without dying, preferably. Shit, oh, fucking hell. That sucks. Nice. You carried that.
I was waiting for that combo. What the fuck?
Yep, that's why you need one revive at the very least in order to even fight this boss.
So that's the gimmick.
You focus on damage, I'll focus on parries.
Right, I'm gonna set up for a combo once I get my mana.
I'm nearly dead. Nice.
Dude, that was the wildest run I've ever had.
You got an insane build. I had only 1 health for fucking Absolum at the end there. That was terrifying.
Look at your clashes, holy shit.
Oh, what the fuck? Why did you get... You got it again. Oh. Thanks.
What the fuck, again?
You can take it.
I was expecting to fight him.
Yeah, same. Oh, we are.
Oh, it was a prank for him.
He tried.
Holy shit, you are a god gamer.
None of that anime bullshit. That's what I fucking thought.
Holy shit, that was massive. That was so Kanan.
None of my fucking parries are working. Hold on. What is wrong with me? Oh my fucking lord. That was fucking terrible. Sorry. I think it's just because it's late.
No, you're right. I can't believe we're 2 for 2.
153 clashes?
Dude, what the fuck?
I think, you know how Absolum has those, like, waves?
Every one of them counted, you reckon?
Alright, thanks for playing with me.
No, it was fun. Should do it again sometime.
I hate to sound dramatic, but Absolum is probably one of my favorite games of all time now. In fact, I'm pretty sure I like it more than Dragon's Crown. And I hecking love that game. Dog. While Dragon's Crown has way more content and extra playable characters, Absolum's combat appeals to me more, with much greater build variety. I'm the type who usually only plays just a select handful of the same few titles, so the fact that Absolum gripped me so quickly didn't fail to leave an impression. I'm so glad I got to play this and rekindle my love for video games as well. However, I do have one complaint. Why can't you save your progress mid-run and come back to it later? Imagine this, right? Someone broke into your house, and you've just been stabbed or shot depending on where you live, but you were in the middle of a run. Your only choice is to quit. You can't just save, beat up the bad guy in your house real quick, go to the hospital, then come back later to finish up the run. Leaving the game running isn't an option either, unless you're one of those psychos who never turns off their computer. No, actually, what the fuck is wrong with people like that? Computers are so valuable and expensive, but some will just leave them running for days without shutting it off. Give the poor thing a rest. At the very least, think about the energy bill. This isn't a stereotype. I've met people who do this. Leaving the game on isn't an option, so just because some guy stabbed you in your house and now you have to go to the hospital, then deal with the police, you'll have to start your run over from scratch. What if you had a really good lightning build going? It's gonna suck losing that. All I'm saying is that being able to save a run to come back to later would be nice. Okay, wait, one last thing before you go. I have no clue if the devs will ever see this video, but just in case there's a microscopic chance that they do, please release an art book. I'm begging you. This is the Dragon's Crown art book, right? And it shows the animation frames for different movements and attacks for each character, as well as background art and other assets. Please do this for Absolum. This game is gorgeous. It deserves that much. Okay, bye.